Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Dredge. We are working our way through the Iron Rig DLC, where we've got a task to catch specific fish in different areas. And in this case, we are looking for some fish here at whatever this Stellar Basin. That's the one. So yeah, in these oily areas. I accidentally just threw away a fish because I am dumb. So let's head back out to some of these oily locations and see if we can catch it, as well as the other ones we're missing. Not you. You're the one I've already got. Oh. Immediately discard you, please. We had a situation where one of the fish we caught immediately warped. And I don't know if it was the dark ooze or maybe the weird eyeballs in this ooze that caused it to happen, but I don't really want to deal with that. Not you. Not you. Alright. Let's check out some of these other spots. You know, you are different, or you're what? I don't think you're what I'm wanting. Maha Mahi. Mahi Mahi? I don't think you're one of the ones I needed. Ooh, there's more crates. We need to grab those whenever we find them. Not you. We've got you already. And not you. Alright. We have crab pots somewhere. Wherever our crab pots are, that's where we caught one of the fish that we accidentally threw away. You. Are you an aberrant version? Yeah, you are. That's definitely not what I need. That's the right kind of fish. Well, let's go to the pontoon. We can sell the Mahi Mahi and that aberrant fish. Then we can come back here. We know both of these spots have that fish that we need. So let's just get out of here. Alright, fish market. So let's sell you. And you. So it's two spots. I was about to go directly over the center. That'd be a bad call. So let's not do that. It's not here. I hate how much this slows me down. It's here. One of these spots. Not you. You. Much as I love aberrant fish, you not keep giving me aberrant versions. Ha! Thank you. And if we go to our crab pots... Oh, it is nighttime. I did not realize how late it had gotten. Let's get to our crab pot. None of you are what I need. think. Was it? I don't think it was the sea slug. Certainly wasn't the blue crab. Let's go dock for the night and I can check my pursuits. Out of my way, red mist. Okay, pursuits, please. I need eagle, shark, turgid, tripod, spiderfish, and sea slug. We do need a sea slug. Eagle, shark, carib, and tripod, spiderfish. What do we have? Tripod, spiderfish, eagle, shark, turgid, and the sea slug. So we're good. Which means if I set out now, we could manifest, then hop through here, and yes, we're wigging out, which is fine. Ooh, defenses, that's the new one. Don't forget, the rig still needs some kind of defense system constructed. The people here are depending on you, oddly enough. I have some samples for you. Also, do you know anything about more about the prehistoric fish I found? Nothing useful, aside from confirming with some peers that they are indeed species that were previously thought to be extinct. There's even a special name for that, you know? A Lazarus taxon, a species seemingly raised from the dead. I've encountered strange creatures in the contaminated areas. Oh? What did they look like? You've even described these creatures to the scientist, but as you grasp at the images in your head, they melt away, replaced with a swirling blackness in your mind's eye. After your description trails off, the scientist looks at you with some concern. Long nights at sea, unusual weather conditions, sleep deprivation. They can all lead to auditory and visual hallucinations. Not to worry. Best to get some rest. I have some samples for you. Have you collected all of those samples from the Stellar Basin yet? I have. Including one more. The scientist arranges the specimens, now laid out on a metal table in front of him. He connects electrodes and wires to the head of each. The brains of fish are primitive. In many ways, their simplicity is a kind of purity. No burdensome emotions to confuse the data. Just as rigor mortis locks the muscles, the final shape of the mind is held by the brain, but it can be extracted. It was pierced with the sharp sound of capacitors charging. The corpses on the bench jolt in unison. Slackened muscles arch and tense before lying still again. The scientist is already looking at the 4 monitors behind him. The same vague shape scrolls across each screen. Ragged circle, writhing cell, lidless eye, yawning pit. Ragged circle, writhing cell, lidless eye, yawning pit. That seems significant. The difficulty is in reading it. Don't forget, the rig still needs some kind of defense system constructed. The people here are depending on you, oddly enough. Can do that. We'll go to defenses first. So, this is where we're going to build some sort of machine to repel those tentacles, right? That's what the scientist said. The blueprints are confusing. What even is okay? I think I follow. Well, I can get you one of these. Don't have a box yet, but I can head out and find some. Let's go to the generator and sell this. 330 isn't nothing. I guess I had a bunch in my net as well that I didn't even look at. Let's get some repairs going. Thank you. Yeah, so we just need a bunch of boxes, sounds like. At some point we're gonna get the rift going to these 2 locations, and I'll probably need these rods. For now we're good. Can't build the foundry. And the tech lab, I need boxes for that as well. Right. So yeah, we just need a ton of boxes. Alright. Let's rest until morning. I've been trying to keep a record of where all that dark liquid has been showing up. Come see me if you need pointing in it to any contamination patches. I'm good, you put it on my map already. Although anything else you want to talk about? Have there been any patches of contamination sighted in the area? There have been areas of contamination sighted in Stellar Basin. Anything else? What happened to the missing material ships? Ever since we got the legs of the platform seated on the seafloor, the supply ships started going missing. HQ told us they'd left port, but they never showed up. I guess the crews thought they could make some money sailing off with the materials and selling them elsewhere. Doesn't seem worth the risk to me. Between you and me, the Corp has a pretty ruthless reputation of tracking down anyone who moves against them. People tend to just make the one mistake, if you get what I mean. Anything else? What is this rig for? Rig is your standard setup designed to pierce the seabed and collect some fluid from fluid reservoirs. It doesn't have much storage capacity though, which is odd. Maybe they are not expecting huge throughput. I didn't actually think there was any oil field out here, but I suppose the surveyors must have found something, else I wouldn't be here talking to you. Anything else? What can you tell me about the Ironhaven Corporation? I've been with the Corp for about a decade now. Started out as a laborer on projects like this one. Not always out to sea, mind you. And I've worked my way up to site foreman. The Corp itself, it's pretty successful, bit of an institution. It's been around for hundreds of years in one form or another. They always seem to be diversifying into new areas. The whole drilling division is guided by the scientist. He calls the shots when it comes to deciding on sites. The boss seems to listen to him too. Alright. So, we need to be finding boxes. Looks like we've got a spot here, and then we can just head south to get that one. So, southwest for now. Don't need to manifest, so let's get haste ready, because that's more likely to be immediately needed. Okay, just the one box there. Multiple boxes here, that's nice. Where to next? Right, going south. Hopefully we'll spot it easy enough. Should be right on top of it. Ah, so this is the location. We already gathered these, so it's not marking where they're available. Yeah, because that's still marked. We already collected these ones. So let's, I guess, get out here next. To the southwest. Somewhere out here. Basically just west now. Hearing. I don't know. Hopefully whatever it is isn't chasing me down. don't really like being out late, but I also want to grab these boxes while I'm here. So that's 6 boxes. Let's manifest. And hop through this portal. Weird eyeballs there on the tentacles are just definitely a thing. Alright, got a box for you. We'll get started. Defenses are primed. Turning them on now. This had better work. The droning voice begins to sound from the top of the rig, reverberating through the metal, down into the deep. Well, that looks like a success to me. Defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates at the ears. Outside, the foreman is in conversation with a recent arrival to the rig, a stern-looking man in a suit. But sir, the seafloor here, it shouldn't be disturbed. This whole rig is built on some kind of living vault. You have to trust me. Trust you? You who couldn't even keep shipments in order? Who involved the locals just to save your own hide? Foreman cowers behind a clipboard. You who put this whole operation in jeopardy. Enough of this. Your concerns end at steel and scaffolding. The future of this corporation is for me alone to decide. Fire it up. Drill descends once more into the blackness under the rig. Well, vault's gonna grow. Maybe then the executive will learn to trust his people. But probably not. Okay. The man in the suit turns to you. And we're back on track. While he overstepped his corporate responsibility, it appears the foreman was right to enlist your assistance. There's one final building that needs to be constructed on this platform, fleet services. Without this building, we're unable to scale our efforts efficiently. I'll cut you a deal. If you assist in the construction of this building, I'll permit the workers to fit your vessel with a significant hull upgrade. Ooh. After that, I don't want to see you around here anymore. Operation is confidential. Get on with it. I mean, I want to do all the things, and I hope he doesn't actually kick me off. I'd be kind of shocked if he does. We've got to get this place operational, or the boss will have my head. Alright. There's a box for you. Alright, we'll get to work on fleet services. Everything should be operational here, sir. Excellent. Remember, fishermen, I'll permit the workers to upgrade your hull with our tech here. But I think you know how this works by now. You'll have to gather the materials yourself. I do. We can make improvements to your vessel here, including some cutting-edge Ironhaven tech that you won't find anywhere else. New hull upgrade for 2 boxes and 2,500. Excellent. Upgrade your vessel to tier 5 hull and adds 11 new cargo spaces. Won't say no to that. No upgrade for more rod spots or anything? That's a shame. Does look good though. Ooh, and we could fit this light on the side, and so then we could fit a better light. That's good. Science lab. Yes? What's your opinion of your boss? My master. Oh, the executive, yes. He's everywhere. Very hardworking. Always has been. Always will be. Any person referring to their boss as master, that's not a good sign. He needs me. My work. It all has to be correct. You understand? We have to be in the right place, or else there's not much time left. Have you learned anything about the dark fluid I collected? It's unlike any substance I've ever seen. Touched. It's smooth one moment, silky, and the next, sharp, stabbing. Scientist flinches at something in the air above him. A moment later, the lights flicker. A subtle pop of a blown capacitor can be heard somewhere on a nearby bench. His voice drops to a breathy murmur. It holds secrets, instructions, whispers. You seem concerned. Concerned? No. Concern implies... He turns to look at you. One of his eyes is bloodshot, the white completely overrun with dark red blood. Concern implies that we didn't know this would happen. The fish from Twisted Strand, do you have them? So we need a Zephactinus, Nipponites from crab pots, that's mangrove. Opabinia. I don't know how any of these are pronounced. From shallows and then another from mangroves. So we've got 2 mangroves and shallow that we need. And then crab. Alright. So... Oh, they moved that over there. Weird. Did it give me more fishing spots? Hang on. I've got a ton more space here. Did the whole upgrade also give me more spaces for... Didn't give me more engines. Or more lights. But I've got 5 free spots and I'm sure I didn't before. So unless these things got shifted to where they don't actually technically fit. I certainly didn't have a 2x5 spot for rods. Certainly not 2 2x5 slots. Huh. Well, we need to get the rod. I've been drawing up some plans for a new factory wing. Take a look if you get a chance. So I need the mangrove rod. For that, we're going to need anti-tangle line. Is that what the mangrove rod was called? I don't know. It is. Brilliant. And then one of these. So yeah, I probably don't need all of this wood and whatnot. I assumed that it would be important to the iron rig, but it's not. Everything just uses these boxes. So I can probably just throw this all away. Or sell it somewhere, maybe? So let's go to the undermarket. Storage, grab the infused coiling rod and install you here. Let's see, I've still got one more box. Can I actually sell this stuff to you? I can actually. Neat. I will do so. 110 for each of those. I still don't know what to do with the photography equipment. That will open up a lot more space, which is good. Yeah, and then the question is, do I want to grab one of these? 2,198 feet, as opposed to 2,750 is 865 feet. And the answer is yes. Let's move you to the side. Sell you. And sell you. Then buy one of these, right? Yeah. That'll give me a bit more light. I do still have a bunch of fish that I should probably give to the generator. There you go. So we have one more box. Okay, it takes 2 boxes for that. Foundry takes a box. Let's see what the foundry offers. Huh. That's all we need if we can get the foundry built now. Good to go. Basic materials can be worked here. Oh. Now I can use the various random materials to make these crates. Well, now I feel silly for selling all of them. How about that? Tier 2 would take another box. So if I had 1 raw metal, 1 cloth, and 1 wood, which we had, we could have gotten a crate, popped it in here, and gotten to tier 2. But no, of course not. Alright, then when we're in Mangrove, let's search around for those things. So tech lab, we need that. You need crates. I am tempted by these. Alright, Mangrove was over here, yeah? Let's get haste ready to go. Did I pick up my crab pots? If I did, I don't have them on me. But it wouldn't surprise me if I just left them down where they were. Because I sometimes make dumb decisions. So if we go to you, are you the one that's going to sell more crab pots? No. Usually it's where you sell fish that you can buy them. Which is not here. Huh. Alright. Well, we can find the pontoon out here and buy some crab pots from her. I guess I should have checked in storage just to see if I did happen to have dropped them there. But my guess is I didn't. I don't remember putting them in storage. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out for dredging spots. Alright. I guess let's check storage before I buy. Yeah. So I didn't put them in storage. So they're still going to be down where they were. That's fine. Do I not have my net down? There we go. Let's drop a crab pot. Get haste ready. I assume you're a fish I need. You're probably not. Arapaima? I mean, you might be. It's a weird name. Nope, Arapaima is not on the list. I think all the ones that we need are like the little swirl minigame. At least it seems to be that way. Not you. I've already got you. And you're not. Okay, where else? Probably check out the ones on the outside before navigating inside this place. In my mind, that makes more sense. Oh, no. Discard. Nope, that's fish. Now looking for dredging materials. So disappointed at having thrown them away. But hey, it is what it is. You are probably one of the ones I need. It is getting late. Don't have you yet. So we've got the Bora whatever, Ziphactinus, and Opabinus. We check out our cabin. So Nipponites is the last one, and I'm sure that's the one that needs the crab pot, because we haven't grabbed the crab pot. fish. So let's go back to the trawler to rest for the night. Man, you can see that iron rig. I guess we are pretty close to it. I was gonna say you can see it from forever far away, but we're in the northern areas already. So rest here. And hope that we have caught what we need. We haven't. Giant crabs. Might as well sell them. But I need more crabs. Or more different crab. Also, we've got tons of stuff in our net. 9 fish. So I should look into that. So we'll sell you. I need those 3. And I don't think I need any of you. Get another crab pot. Get you out of storage, put you in cargo. There we go. There we go. I guess while I'm here, let's just catch some random stuff. Not stacking them in any sort of meaningful, useful way. Hey, we got an aberrant version. Boreal shell. Cold wind blows through a skeletal frame, condensed into the light of a ghostly aurora. Nope. Oh. You're kidding. I misclicked and it wrecked one of my fish. One of the ones we actually need. That's garbage. Is that the consequence of misclicking? Because it's like, Huh. Alright, you are what I need. Which means I need to sort the rest of this around. There. Let's rush over here, hopefully before that infected one goes bad or turns into something else or whatever, because it seemed... Yeah, it's spreading. I'm not going to bother grabbing that wood. We don't have the time. I'm going to hope that he'll still take them when they're infected. I guess we'll see. Hey, Science Lab. Yes? The fish from Twisted Strand. Do you have them? Do you take this one? Seems like it. Then take some of these infected ones. You, and then... you. With the corporation leadership here, I have to focus. There are pressures acting upon me. We must know where these creatures entered, where the blood... He places the specimens into a large metal chamber before sealing the lid. A motor runs briefly, and a pressure gauge on the chamber rises. The Elder communicates in power. He flips a large switch, and the metal chamber begins to spin, slowly at first, then accelerating until the whole thing is a blur. Needles etch onto a graph paper, describing the ascent of something scratched out at a speed. Dark fluid rises from a tube connected to the chamber. Not yet pure. We'll need more... down, deeper. Inside, the executive is talking to the foreman. We're almost there. give it another push. How much power can we give this thing? Sir, I don't think we really shouldn't. The executive shoots the foreman a glance, disdain and dismissal lacing the muscles on his face. The foreman backs down, defeated. Setting the drill to full power, sir. Machinery in the drill tower steps into overdrive, blurring the air with the sound of gears turning. What's that noise? Did you wake up the world serpent? As the roar of the giant creature fades, it leaves behind a silence on all that witnessed it. Faces stare from windows and hands grip railings, trying to process the spectacle. Boss, that must have been the thing that got all of our material shipments, and now it's coming for the rig. A murmur of panic begins to rise from the onlookers. No, we're close now, and it knows it. How long will it take for the drill to break through to the next layer? It still has a little ways to go, but you can't be serious, surely. Not with that thing in the water here. Our lives are in danger, and you want to keep drilling? Get it done. The executive turns and walks away towards his office, leaving the foreman shaking his head. He's insane. What the hell are we doing here? This drill, whatever's down there, we shouldn't be disturbing it. Fisherman, you've got to help us. He won't listen to reason. But perhaps he'll listen to an operational setback. Have in mind, we can't shut down the drill ourselves, not without repercussions from the corporation following us for the rest of our lives. But if it were to be damaged by a force of nature or force of the deep, we'd have no choice but to abandon our positions. I know it sounds crazy, but if the defenses were to stop operating suddenly, it would leave the drill vulnerable. Please, have a think, see what you can do. Okay. So we can either keep helping the scientist, or sabotage the defenses. Possibly both. Though those do seem on opposite sides of what we're doing here. Anyway, we'll deal with that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you then. I am enjoying the iron rig. It's been fun. See you next time. Bye.